Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm spiritual coach Lisa Hop. It is Sunday, January 30th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new, please be sure to check out my website at lisahop.com, as well as my Facebook page under Spirit Teacher Lisa Hop, for all about my upcoming events, my services, and all about me, all about me. And for those of you coming back week after week, thank you so much for your positive testimonials, your suggestions, your enthusiasm and support. I appreciate you all so very much. I hope for all of you who have been affected by the weather this weekend, I have been, but to a lesser extent, I hope that you are warm and dry and safe. I would like to hope you're safe listening to this. And you've been tuckered in, enjoying warm beverages or nice, good, spry beverages all weekend. Welcome, welcome. If you're just getting to know me, you will notice the giggle. I can't help myself. I do it all the time, and people seem to like it. I'm getting to like it, though I have in my life been known to feel self-conscious about it, but it is who I am, and it's very important to love and to like who we are. So, this week's topic, I have a suggestion that came forward for this week's topic, and the suggestion was to speak about health anxiety. And I want to preface this by saying that while I am a life coach, a hypnotherapist, yes, spiritual teacher, spiritual worker, ministerial, I am not a licensed mental health or medical professional. And we always must seek out the help that we need. So this topic today, I cannot dive into it the way that perhaps one would look for me to dive into it, because I just do not have the expertise on a clinical level. But what I can help you with today is how to help yourself with what is holding you back, why you may have anxiety, how you can give yourself some self-help to be able to guide you along and to live your best possible life. Now, there are several reasons for anxieties and blocks, phobias that we deal with. Sometimes it is feeling a lack of control or being afraid of a lack of control. Sometimes it is a past life soul memory that is coming forward that we are still dealing with, and it's so subtle and can be such a whisper that we're living our day-to-day lives and aren't aware that we've carried it along. Sometimes it is based upon an experience that we've had. If you have a phobia or a fear of going to the dentist, it may be because you had a bad or a traumatic experience with a dentist when you were very young. But these things should not be thrown aside or brushed off. They are valid reasons, no matter what the cause would be for them. And so it's so important to look into it and to see what you can do to be able to eliminate it as something that is taking away your happiness. We should never live in fear. And if at all possible, we should try to eliminate any blocks that we may have for our ultimate happiest life. So let's say, for instance, that it is an anxiety about losing a body part, or about flying, or about social anxiety about people. It takes work. It's really about sitting down privately with yourself, giving yourself that honor and that time to be able to sit down and to ask yourself, where is this coming from? And to hear the answer. Now, sometimes we do need, or it is best that we go to someone else to facilitate that for us, whether it be hypnosis or some other therapy. But I'd like to speak today about what you can, as I said, is what you can do on the self-help level with yourself. Now, when this topic was suggested about health anxiety, I immediately decided to take it as a what can I do for myself to look into what is blocking me on every level, whether it be about health, body, wealth, love. Where are my fears? Where are my blockages? So what I did is I took each topic and I sat down and I started a document, a Word document, because I prefer to type. But you can do this in writing with a notebook. It's whatever you feel the most comfortable with. I always love files and lists. So I sat down and I opened up a new document and I put the first category for number one first. Now, that I used first, wealth. And I asked myself, what blocks or fears do you have about wealth? And then I listed them one by one. Number one, number two, number three. And then after I was done with listing what they are, I went back under each one and I started to type the self-talk. One of the things I typed about wealth was the loss of relationships. Relationships can change when your life changes, whether it be because you're at a different level than someone in some way. Perhaps it's your life has caused you to move, whatever the change may be. So what I did under that fear of change about the relationships in my life was to write, I have wonderful relationships. I have secure relationships. I am always supported. Even if my relationships change, they are replaced by even better relationships. I am unconditionally accepted. These are some of the things that I wrote down. I kind of went on a bit of a wonderful rant about the wonderful relationships that I have in my life forever. Now, I didn't put certain faces. I didn't put names. I didn't box myself in. I just proclaimed that this is my reality. Now, there are other blocks, insecurities about wealth that I also tackled. And it was about security and freedom that I typed underneath those. And I have to say to you that as I typed in my wonderful in-source, connected to that lighter energy rant, as I like to call it, I felt lighter and lighter and freer and freer. And all those insecurities and blocks and anxieties, they started to just float away. They left. Now, this is something that I do at least once a day. I go back, and I don't focus when I go back on the initial block or anxiety. I focus on the good feelings that I typed up that are my reality. They're my reality. And I go back and I read them. And if I'm by myself, I read them alone. And if I'm not by myself, I read them in my mind. But whether I read them out loud or read them in my mind, I'm feeling good. And I am promoting and physically bringing that reality into me. So I not only did that about wealth, I did that about health. I deserve to be healthy. I am lovable. I am more than enough. If there's been a cure for others, why can't there be a cure for me? Anything is possible. Miracles happen all the time. This is what I typed. And when about love, I did the same thing. I went under each little block to loving relationships, and I talked. Now, off the top of my head with you this moment, I don't know exactly what I put down under love. I kind of like that, by the way. It means it's probably already washed away. But I know I must have put something about what I'm worthy of and what I deserve and how amazing I am and how lovable I am. Sit down with yourself and remove those blocks through typing or writing your reality. The reality is what you create, and it energetically is there, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and with words. And then it comes into your physical life. The physical life is always last, though it sometimes only takes a half a day, and sometimes it takes several years, depending on where you are and what is wanting to arrive. I felt so good about doing that, and it relieved my anxieties. But remember, if you have anxieties that are more clinical, it is very important to get the help that you deserve. So let's get more specific. Let's say that you have anxiety about losing teeth in your mouth, for instance. Now remember that anxiety can come from someone telling you that health means good, strong teeth when you were young. Or perhaps that you saw someone lose a tooth once and it traumatized you. It could be just simply a lack of control in your life that you have a fear of. Sit down and ask yourself what it is, because we are all given intuition. It is a gift from Source, and it's free, and it's priceless. What is it? It could be something that completely surprises you. You're like, whoa, I didn't even realize it was that. And it may be incredibly small, but whatever it is, go there. Let's say, though, that you don't know after you ask what it is. You block yourself up. The answer doesn't come. You're not sure. Still, underneath that fear, that anxiety of losing that part of yourself, talk to yourself. Write it down. Type it up. I have strong, healthy teeth. I am beautiful. I am attractive. I am young. No matter what, I can replace whatever I lose. I am that fortunate. Life supports me. I will always have more than enough. I will never do without. See how very simple that is, but it must be done every day. Talk to yourself. And when you experience the anxiety or the fear or any of those feelings that you don't want to experience, you can take a moment, acknowledge it. Just don't live there. Don't stay there. Don't let it control you. Because you have the power of your subconscious mind. You have the power So don't let it take control. Don't let it run rampant. Grab it. Make the new reality. Forge the new path. You have the power. You have the control. You can also apply this to body weight if you are not happy. Of course, as well as any diagnosis, any state of discomfort. But I think many people deal with a feeling of being out of control of what their weight is and how much they're eating. Are you buffering from something? Do you feel that a lack of control over your life? Do you feel you don't deserve to look good? Or that you're not lovable in some way? Love always starts from within you, goes out into the environment, and then boomerangs back to you. So the more that you love yourself, the more love you will receive. Now, I always want to say this because I'm a bit of a Cancer energy. This is not about blaming you because things in your life maybe aren't working the way you want them to. The wonderful thing is that you can turn it around. You have power. I think that's just like the most awesome thing. We are not puppets. We are not powerless. It isn't about good luck and bad luck. You can take the reins of your life at any moment and bring change. I like it. I don't want anything else or anyone else to have control over me. I want to be able to have that myself. That also goes to your thoughts, your perspectives. No, I am not going wider with that and getting into other realms that are happening in this world right now when I tell you that there is a wonderful feeling of having control. You choose how to feel. Do you want to feel that you have to fight against something? That someone's out to get you? That's a choice. That's a choice. Do you want to feel scared? That's a choice. That's what I'm talking about. You have the choice at every moment to feel good, to feel powerful, to know that you're using your intuition for your higher good and the higher good of others. And how do you know it's your intuition? Again, it's not your mind. It's your gut. Make sure it's your gut. It's that knowing without knowing how you know. I say that because I hear a bit at times. People so sure it's their intuition. They just know. And I can tell it's not their intuition. It's their fears. It's their insecurities. Don't give your intuition a bad rap. It's there to support you. It's there to work for you. It is your priceless best friend, and you can trust it. But it has its own deep location, and your mind is not one of those locations. Keep it in mind. Anxieties come to us. They don't come from us. They come to us through experiences, perceptions, other people. When it comes to other lives, and yes, we have all lived other lives, Those are soul memories. But even then, they're through experiences and words and emotions and traumas and things that still are yet to be healed. But it's important not to go around this world worrying about them because they're stored. Just notice what your blocks are. What keeps you up at night? What you fear. Even if you're not sure about the root cause, where it started, you can still work on it from there. We don't have to always have all the answers as to why, but we can begin to upgrade it, to reframe it, to restore back to where we truly want to be. About wealth again. I think every single human on this earth wants to be free. But that doesn't mean that freedom brings billionaire status to everyone. For some, it's a little bit more than what you have today. For others, it's 6 figures. For others, it's millionaire status. It's whatever you want, and it is completely up to you. Watch, though, what you say and what you feel. Do you think you have to work hard for the money? The answer is no. There are people that are very wealthy today that have gifts that are just easy for them to have. And sure, someone like Lady Gaga works hard with her tremendous gift. You do have to take inspired action, but she deserves to be wealthy just by her gift, just by being on this earth. Her gift is music, creative avenues such as acting. Perhaps yours is woodworking, or healing, or counseling, or writing. A star athlete does not deserve to be wealthy any more than you. They have an ability that they are strong at. We all have gifts and abilities that we are strong at. I think sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit for them. But even so, it doesn't even matter what gifts you have, what abilities you have. You are connected to the whole, to infinite abundance, to the one, to source, where everything is infinite, all supply, all love, all healing. You just have to tap in. And when I say just, I don't mean that it's easy at times, but it is simple. You can tap in through centering yourself, through deeper meditation practices, and through affirmations, through self-hypnosis, through emotional freedom techniques such as tapping. Any way of accessing your subconscious mind and through your emotions. How are your emotions today? Are you light? Are you happy? Are you anticipating, expecting good things? That's where you want to get to. Now, sometimes we're soaring along and suddenly something happens. And where does that come from? The universe never promised you that it'd be a smooth path and you'd be gliding along. Things happen for a reason. Change sometimes is disguised through challenges happening. Our greatest moments can come through hitting rock bottom at times. Though I would never say that I would want that for you or that you should expect it. But life is filled with challenges and obstacles and growth and experiences in order to get you to the next level, to get you to what you truly want. Your job is to make sure of what you truly want. Have you ever heard, be careful what you wish for? It's because what you put out, you get back. But remember, it's in your hands. Be careful not to live on autopilot, going out every day and expecting that the day is going to be the same as it was before, or that the world is a certain way. Even if you think it's based in reality, if it is negative in your mind, in your emotions, in your words, then you are getting more of that. And I know that's not what you really want. If you go out every day and think that you're not getting paid what you deserve, and you believe that every day, you will not get paid what you deserve. You will not get more. You see how it works? You want to go out and know that life supports you, that people love you, that you're in the abundant flow, that you are supported in every way. When you believe that, when you feel that, when you speak like that, it has to arrive. It's natural source. It's built in like that. And it's never about what you deserve or what another deserves. It's not emotional like that. It's energy. So when I ask you today, what's holding you back? In order to encourage you to ask yourself, what's holding you back from having all that you would ask for? It's going to be fear, or it's going to be insecurity in some way. Know that that's a fallacy. It's a belief, not based in any fact. It's not. Even if your current existence looks like it's reality, it is just today's reality. It does not have to be supported tomorrow. It can be changed today. Will you take me up on that and see? Will you challenge it a bit? Sit down. Ask yourself what's going on within you. And then set about believing that it is not your reality. It is not only not what you want, but it is just based in fear. And fear is an illusion. Fear never really has any known origins of fact. It is based on emotions, perceptions, yes, experiences. And while it cannot and should not be dismissed, because then it can't be healed, it can always be healed. It can always be turned around. join me today. Enjoy your self-talk. Work on your project. Reach your goals. Live your ideal life. You are unstoppable. Know that. And work, believe, love for your greater health, wealth, love. Do you know there is a source, a dimension that looks at you as if you're perfect? Heaven. You can call it heaven, another dimension, source, home, wherever you want to call it. There, they only can view you with love. They can only feel love when they observe you, when they're near you. Take that security and view yourself that way as well. Dare to view yourself that way as well. It is not only what you deserve, it is your birthright. You are a creation of the highest source. You are a being. Many would tell you you are a star. This physical body confuses us. It challenges us. It makes us hung up on what it's doing. You are so much more than it. You are greater, infinite, than any body part, any bank account, any relationship with anyone. You are larger. You are larger than your body. You are larger than this world. Feel that today, that expansiveness. And begin the change of bringing into you all the love, security, well-being, joy, peace, contentment that you could possibly want. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, that you are warm, that you are comforted, that you have peace. And be sure to check out my website at lisahop.com. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, be sure, please, to like, subscribe, share. I do watch the comments, but yes, of course, you are welcome to comment. Thank you so much to those who do. I also want to say, never meaning to give false information out about what I'm doing, but probably about a month ago, I announced that I would be introducing audio tapes, personalized for each person, of affirmations that they would like to listen to. I believe I'm going to do 10-minute and 20-minute audio. Now, I have just found the music. It's all set up and ready to go. I just don't have enough access this week to be able to record them in a timely manner. So I can announce, promising you that I will not change it, that next Monday, this February 7th, those will be available on my website through my website store. It will come with an intake of what you'd like to work on, so that it is to you. You will have the opportunity to approve the affirmations so they speak to you, and to record the length of audio that you want. They will have to probably be sent to you as a download through a link through Spreaker at this time, Spreaker.com, because through email it would be too long. And through other sources, there sometimes can be bugs. But the 10-minute, not so much. The 20-minute, yes. So, that is coming. Follow my website. I'll load it. Facebook. It is there. As I said, I'm only choosing that date because I will have access again, and I don't want you to order it and have to wait a week for it. I want to be able to get it to you in a very timely manner. And fortunately and happily, a lot of my work, I need to use my intuition, my energy. And so I do need time. Sometimes I need up 2 weeks or more to channel, to do other projects for people that can be ordered online. But this particular one, this is just about having a good voice. So this one can be given out much more quickly without a drain to my system. It is just a matter of having access. So that is why the delay today. But I have found some wonderful music that I like. And as you can hear today, I have a good audio system. So hopefully that will be a helpful tool for some of you who would prefer to hear someone else's voice with affirmations in a relaxing manner rather than your own. Sometimes our own voice can be a bit of a block to us. I do not have that issue, but I understand that sometimes people do. So here's another tool that I'd like to offer for you. And it's, as I said, I apologize, it's a month late. But I have this, I don't know if I want to call it a block. I've had a lot of work to do. And I feel like the work must come first for others before I added this. I didn't want to hold up my work more than I already was. It's like get the task done first for my clients before I offer more. And I don't know if that is something I need to work on or if that is a good quality that I should have. If you have comments about that, please feel free to drop them. Because that was the hold up. I cannot offer a new service until I get done what I've already been asked to do. And so it's just a part of me right now. So thank you again for those who have had an interest in that. It is coming in about, doing math, 8 days. there may be a soft opening, but right now it's 8 days. And I hope that will serve and that you feel it will serve as well. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you have a blessed day and a blessed Sunday. Take care.